There are two types of English questions or conforming to the conventions of standard English. Those are the writing questions, what SAT used to call writing questions or English questions on SAT. One type is boundaries. It has to do with punctuation. So as always, and the other type is called form, structure, and sense, like this one, has to do with a lot of times verb tense or the type of words that are used to connect things, like it might test it, apostrophe s, its, apostrophes, things like that. So as always, first read and understand the question. Which choice completes the text so it conforms to the conventions of standard English? I know this is a writing or English question. And then glance at the answer choices. I see different verbs here. Were, have been, are, those are all plural. Was is singular. So I know this has to do with either verb tense or number. So to know verb tense or number, I have to look at the context. Whatever they're talking about has to remain in the same verb tense. And then I have to look at the noun that this verb is modifying, that this verb goes with. Is it a singular noun? Is it a plural noun? So let me read this. During the American Civil War, Thomas Morris Chester braved, I'm in past tense, the front lines as a war correspondent for the Philadelphia Press, amplifying the voices and experiences of black soldiers. And then this form of the word is of particular importance to Chester. Later became an activist. Hold on, let me make this a little bit smaller so I can see the whole thing. Amplifying the voices and experiences of black soldiers. The noun here is amplifying. Ing words cannot be main verbs, but they can be nouns. Usually if you see an ing word on the SAT and it's a choice, unless it's a noun, it's going to be wrong. It's not right as a verb, or a main verb. It can't be the only verb in a sentence, like Frank going to the store. Going would be wrong, or there has to be another verb, because going to the store is an adjective phrase, not a verb in that case. But so amplifying is the noun. Amplifying is one action or one thing. It is singular. The voices and experiences of black soldiers, those are all plural, but voices and experiences are the object. Amplifying. Amplifying what? Amplifying voices and experiences. And then black soldiers is an adjective phrase. The voices and experience, what kind of voices and experiences? Of black soldiers. That's a prepositional phrase. So amplifying is the noun. Amplifying is singular. A is plural, B is plural, C is plural, and it's the wrong tense because it's present tense. B is present perfect tense. That can't be right because of tense. It started sometime in the past and it's continuing now. And then A, were, that's past tense, but it's plural. So A, B, and C are all wrong, number one, because they're plural. B and C because they're some form of present tense. D is singular past tense, was. Amplifying the voices and experience of black soldiers was of particular importance to Chester, who later became an activist and lawyer during the post-war Reconstruction period. Don't even have to really look at context on this one to see what tense it's in, because only D is plural, singular rather, to go with amplifying. But so the answer is D. So again, read and understand the question. Which choice completes a text so it conforms to the conventions of standard English? I now know this is a writing question or one of these standard English questions. And then glance at the answer choices. Step one, with an English question, glance at the answer choices. If it's got punctuation, different options for punctuation, it's a boundaries question. If it's got different verb forms or things with apostrophes and so forth, then it's a form, structure, and sense question. And as soon as I see different verbs there, I'm looking to the noun to see if it's singular or plural, and I'm looking to context to see what tense it should be in. I don't know what tense something should be in except for the rest of the paragraph. And then to repeat, only D is singular, that goes with amplifying. Ing words can be nouns. Being tall is good. Being is the noun, is the subject of that sentence. So only was goes with the singular amplifying. And so the answer is D.